Hello friends. So in the previous video lecture we just complete the chapter 20. Okay, 20 chapter हमने complete किया with the skeleton and joints and diseases. Okay, so today we start a new chapter, chapter number 19. Means summary हो जा रहा है. Okay, chapter number 19, the excretion, excretory product and their elimination. Now this is first of all the introduction. When I start with the introduction, so the first question is, sir, what are the excretory product? So we uptake the carbon dioxide. First of all, we take, so we take oxygen from atmosphere, we take the water from water, we take the food. Okay, and with the help of these things we done our metabolic processes, and after these metabolic processes we there are few side product, or you can say byproduct of this metabolic reactions, and these products are the excretory product. Like carbon dioxide is one type of excretory product. Then after the metabolism, or after some metabolic reactions, there are few nitrogenous waste are produced. Okay, so generally after the protein metabolism, ये एक बात है कि after the protein metabolism some nitrogenous wastes are generated or produced. Okay, now in the different animal this nitrogenous wastes are different. So as I say ki CO2 is excretory waste, like sweatening is also a excretory waste. Then nitrogenous excretory waste like urea, uric acid, ammonia, these are the excretory product. Some ions are also in this excretory product, excretory materials like sodium, potassium, then phosphate rather. These are the ions which are present in excretory product or excretory materials. Okay, so in the different animals the excretory products are different, first of all, and secondly the method of their elimination is also a different. The structures which are helpful to produce or fit to generate the excretory material from the biology fluid, or from the fluid of that body fluid से excretory product को isolate करना, this is the main function of the excretory organ, which is the main structure कि जो excretory organ है, which is the main structure कि जो separate करता है the excretory materials from the body fluid. Okay, so according to the first of all we see the nitrogenous waste. Okay, in this chapter we will learn the वेस्ट की कौन से वेस्ट है एंड हाउ दे ओरिजिनेट, वो कैसे ओरिजिनेट होते हैं, एंड हाउ दे सेपरेट, एंड विच ऑर्गन और द ऑर्गन विच इज हेल्पफुल इन द एलिमिनेशन ऑफ दिस excretory product, और व्हाट इज द रेगुलेशन ऑफ दिस होल प्रोसेसेस. ये सभी के बारे में हमें इस चैप्टर के अंदर पढ़ना है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ excretory products. सो हमें जो सबसे पहले बात करनी है विच इज नाइट्रोजिनस वेस्ट. सो देयर आर, मैंने अभी आपको लगा देयर आर फ्यू नाइट्रोजिनस वेस्ट जिसमें देयर आर फ्यू excretory products जिसमें द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट और द चीफ excretory product इज नाइट्रोजिनस वेस्ट. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी फोकस्ड ऑन नाइट्रोजिनस वेस्ट, देन द ऑर्गन की जो इसको रिमूव करते हैं, एंड द मेथड, एंड देन लास्ट में हम देखेंगे कि which are the another substances which is excreted by our body. So the first one is nitrogenous waste. Okay, now nitrogenous waste is of three type. Okay, the first one is ammonia, then urea and uric acid. Okay, ammonia, urea and uric acid. Now all the different animals according to their habitat, according to water availability, they are divided into these three different part, or rather the animal who secrete ammonia, it's called ammonotelic. Okay, so they are divided according to their excretory product. Okay, so first of all कि sir, the animals who excrete ammonia, now as you know कि ammonia is a toxic material. ये maybe you all are aware with this कि ammonia is a toxic material. So to remove the ammonia they require the high amount of water to dissolve this ammonia into the water, and then it will released. Okay, so the ammonotelic animals की जो ammonia secrete करते हैं, they required high or much amount of water to dissolve the ammonia. So the bony fishes, they are surviving fresh water and marine water. So the bony fishes and aquatic insect, aquatic amphibia like tadpoles, they release the ammonia. Okay, so that's why they are known as ammonotelic or ammonotelic animals. Aminotelic animals. Okay. Now examples which I give you, ki bony fishes, which are freshwater and marine water both, then aquatic animals, aquatic amphibians rather, and aquatic insects. Okay, they release the ammonia. Now as I say ki ammonia is a toxic material, so for the removal of ammonia, animals required high quantity of water to dissolve the ammonia, then they release the ammonia. Now second thing, this releasing of ammonia or rather osmoregulation done by their gill slits or their gills. Okay, so gills have वो secrete करते हैं ammonia, so the function of kidney is less. So kidney का जो function है, which is kidney is the excretory organ, as you know कि kidney है वो separate करती है nitrogenous waste को, but in this animals kidney is there but not as functional as gills are. So gills are more important for the excretion or elimination of ammonia. Okay, or some salts also. Okay, to maintain the water regulation or maintain the osmoregulation, water balance, you can say water balance in body. So they secrete the ammonia, and how they maintain the water level in the body, it is important or interesting part, because if you say they are freshwater fishes, so their body is hypertonic. Okay, if they are freshwater bony fishes, then hypertonic है, so obviously water है वो body के अंदर automatically आएगा. Okay, to maintain this water level, they secrete the high amount of water with ammonia. Okay, and secrete some salts also. Okay, ये बात 12th में आएगी, but it is just the informative. So this is the ammonotelic animals. Now second one is ammonia is toxic, but urea and uric acid are less toxic. So it is the derivative of ammonia, you can say, because after the metabolism of ammonia का थोड़ा metabolism होने के बाद some reactions के बाद urea and uric acid form होते हैं. Okay, so the animals who have the less amount of water, okay, कि जिसके पास less amount of water है, जो continuously water में नहीं रह सकते, तो उनके अंदर अमोनिया कन्वर्ट होके बन जाता है यूरिया और यूरिक एसिड. सो यूरिया ऐसे एनिमल्स के अंदर होता है कि जो पानी ले सकते हैं in their sufficient amount. Okay, so the ammonia is converted into urea, and the animal who secrete the urea, they are known as ureotelic animal. Ureotelic animals are repeated 3 times. Ureotelic animals. Okay, the secretory material is urea. Okay, now second thing, who secrete the urea? So cartilaginous fishes like marine fishes, जो cartilaginous fish है, they secrete the urea. इसमें marine fish लिखा है, but I am giving you a specific cartilaginous species. And second, terrestrial amphibians, means frog, salamander, ichthyofish. They are the terrestrial adult amphibians. You can say adult amphibia. But adult is wrong word. Why? Because some adult amphibians are also surviving in the water. That's why here the term is terrestrial amphibia. Okay, so terrestrial amphibia and the bony fish, cartilaginous species, they are the uricotelic animals. Okay, so they secrete the urea. Okay, now the last one is uricotelic. Sorry, मैं यहाँ पे urico बोल गया, ureotelic. That's why I am repeating. Uricotelic means uric acid is the chief excretory product. Okay, so ammonia is converted into uric acid. And reptiles, aves, and some insects. Okay, so reptiles, aves means birds, and small snails or insect, they secrete the uric acid. Okay, as an excretory product. That's why it's known as uricotelic animals. Why they secrete uric acid? Because there is less amount, very less amount of water कि जो ले रहे हैं वो water amount which is very low, that's why they secrete the uric acid. ओके ये ऐसे एग्जांपल्स हैं टेरेस्ट्रियल एम्फीबिया एंड कार्टिलेजिनस स्पीशीज के जो इनफ अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर ले सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई ये ग्रेड 2 में आएगा यूरिया कि यहाँ पे हाई अमाउंट देन लो अमाउंट देन एकदम लो अमाउंट. दैट्स व्हाई यूरिक एसिड इज लास्ट. सो यूरिक एसिड इज एक्सेटरी मटेरियल ऑफ यूरिकोटैलिक एनिमल्स. ओके और द एनिमल्स हु secrete यूरिक एसिड इट नोन एज यूरिकोटैलिक एनिमल्स. क्लियर? So this is all about the nitrogenous waste कि जो बॉडी के अंदर बॉडी से secrete होता है. Now in the different animals they have the different parts for the excretion or different excretory organs. If we start from the primitive animals like protozoa, so protozoas have the contractile vacuoles for the excretion of nitrogenous waste or for the osmoregulation. You can say osmoregulation and excretion के लिए they use the contractile vacuoles. Then if you talk about the higher animals like platyhelminthes, flatworms, planaria and tapeworms and all, so they have the phloem cells or you can say protonephridia for the excretory material for an excretory organ. So they have phloem cells. So generally the excretory जो भी structure होता है they are tubular in form. So in invertebrate animals they are tubular in form, like they form a protonephridia, nephridia and phloem cells. And in higher vertebrates or higher animals they have a tubular form of tubules and they are arranged with each other and form a kidney or a specific particular developed organ like kidney. Okay, so this is the differences. So in the primitive animals there are the different examples like फ्लैटवर्म्स का एग्जांपल मैंने आपको दिया. देन एनालिडा के अंदर देयर आर नेफ्रिडिया जो है नेफ्रिडिया है एज एन एक्सेटरी प्रोडक्ट एक्सेटरी ऑर्गन नेफ्रिडिया है जो ट्यूबुलर है. ओके एनालिडा. देन आर्थ्रोपोडा के अंदर देयर आर दी वैरायटीज ऑफ एक्सेटरी ऑर्गन लाइक इंसेक्ट है कोई. ओके कॉकरोच जैसे इंसेक्ट है so they have the Malpighian tubules with the attachment of their digestive tract. digestive tract के साथ अटैच है Malpighian tubules जो एक्सटरी प्रोडक्ट को कलेक्ट करती है. then they secrete into the digestive tract, so they excrete the fecal matter and excretory product both with the same time. Okay, so Malpighian tubules are there. So if you talk about the crustaceans, so उसके अंदर green gland है, then coxal gland है, antennal gland है. So crustacea is also part of insect or part of arthropoda. Insect and crustacea, there are two different classes of phylum arthropoda. So insecta के अंदर Malpighian tubules है. Then crustaceans के अंदर coxal gland, green gland, antennal gland, different glands are present. Okay, antennal gland, green gland. Okay, in crustacea, coxal gland in arachnida. Arachnida means scorpion and spiders. तो उनके अंदर coxal gland है. So आपके बुक में नहीं है, जो you can write. So then arthropoda के बाद आप जाएंगे. Then mollusca के अंदर nephridia है. Then if you see the rotifers जो है उनके अंदर protonephridia है. Then higher animals like hemichordates, cephalochordates, तो उनके अंदर protonephridia है. Somewhat higher structure, developed structure rather than invertebrates. So protonephridia है, cephalochordate, hemichordate के अंदर ग्लैंड है जिसको प्रोबोसिस ग्लैंड बोलते हैं हेमिकॉर्डेट के अंदर, जो आपको पता है मे बी 4th चैप्टर में आ गया. एंड देन जो सेफेलोकॉर्डेट है मींस एम्फिऑक्सस, उनके अंदर प्रोटोनेफ्रिडिया जो है जो किडनी से प्रिमिटिव किडनी जैसा स्ट्रक्चर है. सो प्रिमिटिव किडनी से भी प्रिमिटिव. ओके, सो प्रोटोनेफ्रिडिया आर देयर. एंड जैसे आप फिश, एम्फीबिया, रेप्टाइल्स यूज में आ जाएंगे तो हाईली डेवलप्ड किडनीज आर देयर. Okay, so kidney is the main excretory product of higher animals. Okay, excretory product नहीं excretory organ, मैं बार-बार product बोल रहा हूँ. Okay, excretory organ of the higher animals. Okay, so आज यहाँ तक रखते हैं. Okay, in the next lecture we see the highly developed mammalian kidney और other human kidney कि वो कैसी है, उनके एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, एनाटॉमी क्या है, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे in the next video lecture. Okay, so आज यहाँ तक रखता हूँ. Okay, bye.